All right, and we are live. So, Patriots versus Jets is up on the docket. Let's just say that I don't really expect much from this game. I'm going to be completely honest. I think it's going to be probably all Patriots, but I have hope that the Jets can somewhat keep Drake May at bay because mainly I'm going to get him in fantasy, so I don't need him to go off, but it's probably going to happen. But, anyways, how you doing there, Daniel? Hello, hello, hello. So, Patriots versus Jets. Patriots are having their, new uniforms debuted. I kind of like them. I know that a lot of people like them a lot more than I do. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I like them most. I like them somewhat, but there's a lot of people who are like very much in love with the Patriots uniforms. Right now it's still like 39, feels like 27. That 50 miles per hour wind. I'm interested to see how that works, for especially for field goals, but we'll be able to see. Obviously, this being in Gillette Stadium, not being in MetLife, hopefully no one's ACLs get absolutely torn, because that was always with MetLife. But just be the first one to receive. We'll see what happens here. Like I said, they have a 2-game win streak, good for them, but I do not think that they'll be able to continue it. I have my doubts. So kickoff underway, and it's going to be returned at about the 4-yard line, up to the 10, up to the 15, up to the 20, up to about the 25, and spins into the about the 29-yard line. That's where they just started off the ball. So first down 10, the 29-yard line for the Jets. And on come Justin Fields. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty bad. It's been pretty bad for Justin Fields this year. But we'll see. Maybe possibly, he can put something come together. Who knows? All right, we got two tight ends set over to the left. Justin Herbert going to be in, looks like, what we got here? Shotgun formation, Brees Hall to his left. Justin Fields draws back a pass, and is going to throw across the middle, a little bit too high, but still caught by Mason Taylor for about a 7-yard gain. Second down 3. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing there, Manuel and Dobie? How you doing? Like I said, I think that the Patriots will win, probably convincingly, but I'm just hoping for a good game. Honestly, that's all I'm hoping for. I don't want no 10-7, no nothing. Give me something good. All right, so second down 4, so only going to have 6 on the first play. I formation, going to send 18 in motion up to the left. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be Brees Hall gets about 4, right at the marker. So first down 10 for the Jets. I will say this. I will say that. Oh, well, that's a bad spot. Well, I guess it's third and inches. And I will say this. I think the Jets, obviously, like, we got to wait for the draft picks and all that kind of stuff. But I like where they are, especially, like, how, like, where the draft will be, especially for next year, because next year's draft is going to be absolutely loaded. So, two tight ends to the left, going to be a pitch, and that's going to be Brees Hall, who's going to be the first down to the 40, to the 45, up to about the 50-yard line, and that's going to be a Jets first down. I like that play. They overloaded on the left, and then basically overload on the left, and then you have like a speed option over on the right. So you basically just putting the defensive end in a peculiar situation. And I think it's Caleb Chase on, who's not that good. He's been good for the Patriots, but I have him being on the Panthers, was it 2 years ago? Was not very good for us. Two tight ends to the left from the 48-yard line. Just Fields under center. Brees Hall in the backfield. Going to send number 3 in motion up to the left. Going to be a hand. Oh, actually, no play. I should pass. And rolls it to his right. Just Fields going to run up to the 50, up to the 4. Oh, sled at the 46-yard line. So nice gain there, about 6 yards. So second down and 4. I'm doing quite okay, Dobie. Falcons news was not fun. Penix called out the coaching staff by saying no one has been holding him out. So just give her my thoughts. I did not know that. So right before the Falcons game, Penix has been calling out the coaching staff. Okay. All right. Well, I'm really hoping for a Panthers win because I'm gonna be there. I'm hoping for a Panthers win. I know you're hoping for a Falcons win, but I'm hoping for a Panthers win. Emmanuel. Going to be a keeper, Justin Fields, who's going to get back to the line of scrimmage basically. So we third down and 4. Great job there by who's 51? Dang it. The linebackers um er, the linebackers for the Patriots. I'm still trying to remember what their names are. Outside of the obvious ones. So, what's him? Dang it. I keep on forgetting what I was wanting to say. Yeah, that's not good. Hopefully, they can get everything figured out over the offseason, but it's definitely not where you want to be. Been there before plenty of times, especially when you don't have your first round pick. I don't want to remind you, but I've been looking at it, and I'm like, the Rams could probably get their replacement for Stafford. Justin Fields going to rush up to 40 to 35 and up to about the 33-yard line, first down and 10. Justin Fields using his legs, good on him. Finds a little crease and able to get the first down. What's up there, Parker? How you doing? Emmanuel. Otherwise, I went out and both stuff to make a bought stuff to make a tiramisu cake. Ooh, that made sense the last time this time last year, and I love it. That's very nice. Rubbing your acne on your face. I'm not. Hey, when you're younger, that unfortunately does happen. It's part of life there, Parker. Unfortunately. Two tight end set, going to be a keeper once again by Justin Fields. Going to get the outside up to the 30, up to about the 29-yard line. So nice again there, 4 yards. Second down 6. Emmanuel, oh well, if we lose to the Panthers, I kind of want to know to get Morris on the hot seat, but we wouldn't do anything and we'll just be 3-7. Well, okay, who's down? 97. That's oh no. Okay, well he's I guess he's on the sideline. He's not down, but that's not good if it's Christian Barmore. So second down 7. They go and give him 3 yards there. Under center. Justin Fields is going to be a handoff. That's going to be to Brees Hall, who gets about 2. So it'll be third down and 5 from about the 27-yard line. But yeah, like if the Falcons bottom out, they bottom out. Do we think they'll fire Raheem Morris? Like, I feel pretty confident they'll probably give him his 3rd year. But like, if I'm really trying to think of like positives as far as like for you, Emmanuel. On the one hand, I don't think that Raheem Morris is the guy, but I also don't think you can fire him after this season, especially when your defense has done better. It's just your offense has been like really really bad. On 3rd and 5, it works. They hand the ball off to Isaiah Davis for like basically like 7 yards up to the 20-yard line. That's a wild one for you to do on 3rd down and 5. Just hand the ball off, but it works. All right, but like I said, what I was talking about with the Falcons is like, do you fire Raheem Morris, who your defense has been improving, and it's just your offense been bad, or you do like give him another year with a better offensive coordinator? They hand the ball off once again, gets about 4 yards pop with Isaiah Davis. Now, I think Membu did lose his helmet, yeah. So Membu's got to go off for a play. So that kind of sucks. But Isaiah Davis did a pretty good job. Wait, Membu doesn't come off? All right, I guess not. All right. Let's see here. Do I like Pat Fitzgerald, coach? Oh, Parker, I got to talk about Pat Fitzgerald in a second because there's a lot of things I don't like about Pat Fitzgerald. Second down 6. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Going to be a reverse, number 18, who's going to throw to Justin Fields, who's going to, nice coverage there by K'Lavon Chaisson on Justin Fields. So Parker, Pat Fitzgerald, a long-time head coach for the Northwestern Wildcats. He was a former linebacker for them, and then he transitioned to be he was like one of the youngest head coaches ever, like for like college, like that kind of thing, especially the modern era. But around, was it 2022 or 2021? Either 2022 or 2021, it was found out of the locker room culture that Pat Fitzgerald had cultivated. And let's just say it puts a lot of stuff that happened at Penn State. Not just shame, but it put a little bit of a problem. So the play clock was all the way down to 0, so they did call a timeout, unfortunately. So they had wasted timeout. But 3rd down 6. But yeah, Pat Fitzgerald, let's just say there was a lot of weird stuff that happened when he with his knowledge as a head coach. Like, and I can't really talk about it on stream because it's that kind of stuff. So, Parker, if I were you, just look at Pat Fitzgerald's uh, on Wikipedia. So just look, like I said, the scan is all for you to see there. I'd rather not talk about it on stream because it's not something that I would like to talk about. It's not as bad as Baylor's, but it's still a pretty bad scandal, and it's understandable why he got fired. Patriots jersey looked like they washed him one too many times and never replaced him over the years. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people like him, and I'm like, I don't really like them that much. I think they're fine. I think it's kind of cool, but like, I don't really like them that much. Fields throws, and that's because that's built out on the 5-yard line, but number 15, and that's going to be 15. Is that Adam Mitchell? Yes, it is Adam Mitchell. That's what I was trying to think. I was like, who's 15? Who's 15? Adam Mitchell. Look there. On a slant. Who's he beat? He beat Gonzalez? Sure enough does. Wow. All right. Well, good job. Good on you, Adam Mitchell. So down to the 6-yard line, first and goal. We got 2 tight set. Shotgun formation. Brees Hall to his right. Justin Fields going to be handoff to Brees Hall, who's going to get a nice push there, but still going to get about a yard or two. LOL, that's a good one, Dobie. They are very bad. Yes, they are. This might be a little much, but I think I could make a very strong argument that Arthur Smith was a better coach than Morris is right now. Smith did more with less. Morris is doing less with more. Ooh. And W just said they look like high school knockoffs. Like I said, I don't want to downplay because a lot of people liked him. I don't know. Maybe I gotta get some used to doing them. Gonna be a keeper. Justin Fields gonna try to get it outside. And he is, and he's gonna walk in the end zone because Harold Landry is so freaking slow. So the Jets strike first. They took off almost 9 minutes off the clock. Well, over 8 minutes off the clock. Yeah, an 8-minute drive, 72 yards, 14 plays, and the Jets strike first with Justin Fields running outside. But yeah, Harold Landry, he's just so slow, man. I say that, man. I know I'm slower than him, obviously, but yeah, it was not. I mean, he got sucked in way too fast. I mean, Justin Fields still fast. He's still like 4.5 speed, I think. So, but kick is up and kick is going to be good. So it's going to be 7-0, 6:56. Sorry, 6:56 left to go in this first quarter, and we're going to go to commercial break. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you're talking about the Arthur Smith versus Raheem Morris. I can understand the Arthur Smith like doing more with less because of the fact that y'all have had a good bit of, especially first round draft picks. At the same exact time, like don't forget about what happened in the past. Arthur Smith, where he also mismanaged a lot of that talent. Like he did not use Kyle Pitts like what you're using him now. He did not use really Drake London was kind of being used now. I might even misremember how he was used under Arthur Smith, but there's a lot of times where it was like the backup to the backup who was getting a lot of the targets for some odd reason. So I can kind of see it at the same exact time. Arthur Smith didn't have Jesse Bates in the backfield. He didn't have some of the other stuff that you do have that's improving your defense, and that's why you're seeing your defense being improved because you actually have invested in it. I think that if you get the right offensive coordinator, I think you could be a very dangerous team. And we've talked about this before, how we don't think that Zach Robinson's that guy. So Zach Robinson leaves, become the Oklahoma State head coach, and you do keep Raheem Morris, then Raheem has to absolutely ace his offensive coordinator hire, or he will be gone. If he's not gone this year. I hope he's not gone this year because I think that head coach should at least get 3 years, especially when his side of the ball that he focuses on is improving. So that's where I am. I understand like a lot of Falcons fans, especially if y'all end up having a top 10 pick that won't be yours. I can understand the frustration, but would you rather restart the process all over again, where you have to get a new head coach that might not be all in on Michael Penix, especially if Michael Penix kind of continues where he's been struggling? And then what happens with Fontenot is your GM still going to be the same exact guy? Like when we looking for this head coach, especially with some people, how some people feel about him, like like some of the stuff that he's made, the decision that he's made. So I I don't know, I don't know. Parker, do I like David Braun, coach? David Braun, is that I'm like I said, sometimes I'm bad with names. David Braun, have we talked with him before? Gotta make sure. Well, if my thing will show up. I have no idea. I don't know about the Northwestern. I don't know about the guy who took over for Northwestern after. Oh, so it's 2023 when it happened. Oh, I don't know much about David Brown, unfortunately. After the whole Pat Fitzgerald situation, I kind of just checked out from Northwestern because Northwestern didn't really hasn't really done that much. So don't know much about him. I couldn't tell you anything. So Patriots get the ball. First down 10 at the, let's see here. They won't show me. Show me the ball. Show me where they're at. All right, at the 31-yard line. Drake May under center. Going to be a play action pass. And he's going to check the ball down to number 85. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be Williams with tackle. Now it's Hunter Henry with the catch. He has 4.44. My bad there, Dobie. Caleb never had a 40 time in the combine, but supposedly had an official 4.57. That kind of tracks. He like say he's got some wheels on him. I don't think Zach Robinson is getting hired at LSU. They will see how bad he is. He can't coach average offense with a top 10 weapons room in the league. Yeah, that like I said, that is kind of fair. Second down 10. Drake May trust packs. Throws be caught, and that's going to be up to the 40-yard line. And that's going to be, oh my gosh. Diggs got absolutely just murdered. Holy crap. Is that not a flag? Yeah, that's a flag. I say he got suplexed. He got literally suplexed. All right. Clint Kubiak, just name your price. We can give you a lot. Blake has Home Depot money. If Clint Kubiak is going anywhere, he's going to go to the Texans. I'm sorry. I get where you're coming from, but Houston's gonna if Clint Kubiak does not become a head coach, I think he has a possibility to become a head coach this upcoming offseason. He's probably going to Houston. I have a hunch that, especially with how things have gone with Houston so far, D'Amico has a lot better connections with Clint Kubiak, so I would feel he'd probably go there more so than not. Parker, do I like Barry Odom, coach? Ooh, Barry Odom's a good one to talk about. I'll talk about after this play. First down 10 for the 46-yard line after that penalty. Drake May under center. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be a Henderson who's going to sidestep up to the 40. Oh, great tackle there by number 21. Got some at the 40, the 41, the 39-yard line. Gained about 7 yards. Second down was 3. Barry Odom is a really great defensive coordinator. Head coach, not really the best. The most that I can really think about Barry Odom is I think that was when they had the Mizzou scandal of like the recruiting scandal, right? Wasn't Barry Odom during that time? Because then after him is when you have Eli Drinkowitz. I like I said, I think he's a really good, great tackle there by really just great defense by the Jets defense. They're kind of corralled under Henderson, lose about 2 yards, so second down about 5. I think he's a good DC. I'm not very convinced with him being a good head coach at a major program. Probably like a smaller program, he can be a good head coach. But I don't feel very, very confident with him. So, third down for the for the Patriots. Third and 5 from the 41-yard line. Shotgun formation. Bunch to the right. Henderson to his left. Drake May drops back to pass and looks to his right. Throws as we call by Stephon Diggs. Makes one man miss, but however, it's going to be about 2 yards short. 4th and 2. Patriots kind of in no man's land. Kind of going to go for it. 4:15 left to go in the first quarter. Still down 7-0, but the Patriots are in the 39-yard line about, roughly, 39, 30, 38. Yeah, 38-yard line. Drake May, shotgun formation, Henderson to his left. Drops back to pass, and he's got time. Throws, and that's going to be caught. That's going to be Pop Douglas up to about the 31-yard line. First down for the Patriots. On none other than Brandon Stevens, who gets absolutely cooked all the time. No, I'm talking head coach money, not OC. Oh, okay, gotcha, Manuel. Maybe. Like I said, if you can outbid the Texans, maybe. I think how Clint Kubiak has been, he's going to be looked at being a head coach, especially with some of the openings that's already been opened up. So 31-yard line, Drake May under center, strong to the right. Play clock at 1, got the ball off barely. Hand the ball off to Henderson, who is going to get about 2 yards, so second down 8. I don't think that the Jets will hire another offensive guru. Well, not offensive guru. I mean, I don't think the Jets. I don't think the Giants would take another offensive guru unless someone who's actually had head coaching experience, because I think they've kind of missed a lot on them. And I like Brian Daboll as being like an OC. I wanted him to be a good head coach. But especially last year, especially this year, I didn't have faith in them at all. Drake May is going to avoid the pressure, step in the pocket, and slide. It could be about 3 yards short, so third down 3. I think Clint Kubiak is going to need a look for being a head coach. And I don't know if he's going to be a good one, but hopefully, his dad was a really good one. So third down, here on third down. Over to the left. Drops back a pass and throws to be caught. And that's going to be Stephon Diggs up to about the 19-yard line. First down 10 for the Patriots. They're just driving down the field. At least still has it. It's about the 15 and runs through a defender up to the 10-yard line, and that's going to be second down and 1. Like I said, they're just dumb. They're kind of just running through them. Not going to lie. Malachi Moore tries to go for the football. So I'm a fan who haven't watched Alabama, but he's really doing good. I'm glad he's going to be used well by Aaron Glenn. Under center once again, going to send tight end motion, but basically the same as I play over to the left side, and he's going to get stonewalled by the Jets. So third down and 1 for the Patriots. The ref is like, hey, let off of him. So they're going to let Henderson get a little bit of a breather. Who did they bring in? 34? 34. I'm trying to think who the number 34 is for the Patriots, because like I said, Mitchell. The 2 other running backs are down. Who's 34? Anyways, third down and 1. They don't have to go for it if they don't want to, because play clock is at 8. Time is at 5. Let's see here. An 8-minute drive. Justin Fields actually kind of showed off his legs a little bit, and we're able to get the score. Patriots are driving, though. They are third down and 1 at about the 10-yard line, I think? Yeah, the 10-yard line. But yeah. Sorry. You were saying you want Clint Kubiak to be the head coach. Gotcha. Okay. That wouldn't be half bad. Because Clint has some good connections. He could probably get you a good DC. No, that he wouldn't come out of retirement. I was about to say, I was like, if you could get someone who's under the Wade Phillips recruiting tree, you could probably do that. Like I said, Clint Kubiak's dad, Gary Kubiak, Those Texans teams with Wade Phillips as DC in the early 2010s, dude, those were some amazing teams. Uh, um, who could he get as DC? I'm trying to think off the top of my head who could Clint Kubiak get, but I haven't done my research. But Clint Kubiak could be a really good head coach. I think he's gonna be one of the people who gets called. Um, see here, Spencer? Do I like Spencer Danielson? Spencer Danielson. I gotta look up that name too. So some of the people I'm better with names than I am with faces. Spencer. Oh, Boise's head coach. Okay. I mean, granted, he did a pretty good job with Ashton Genty last year. I if he's taken over like a Power Four conference job, I would want to see how he does recruiting wise because one of the he took on a Boise head coach. There's some other stuff problems with Brian Harson, but I think that would be one of the concerns that I would have is how is recruiting under him. But I think part of that just me just remembering how Brian Harson was for us. Apparently he's young. He's like 37 years old. So he has room for improvement. I would probably say he probably stays at Boise State for another 2 years. Maybe he leaves for a bigger job. But it said he only took over so 2023. So only been in the job for about 2 years. Henderson runs to the ball, gets about 2 yards, nice little spin move, and could be first and goal for the Patriots. I keep forgetting that Garrett Bradbury is on the Patriots. That's kind of wild. That's pretty fair. Y'all, I mean, the last time that y'all had a decent pass rush was 2015 with Vic Beasley, maybe. You got him and Garrett. And Harrison makes a one-man miss, makes another man miss, spins inside, but he's going to get pushed into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Patriots match the Jets on the board. Initially, Sherwood kind of had him, but then pretty much all 5 offensive linemen were just push, and got him in the end zone. So that was a 69-yard drive, 7:40 taken off the clock. So far, both of these starting drives have been over 4 but great job there on the call there. But got to push over the middle, push them over, and it's going to be 7-7, 14-16. Let's go in the second quarter. My question for you is, do you think that Ulbrich will be loyal to the team or be loyal to Raheem Morris? He has a connection with Raheem Morris, so is he going to be fine with, okay, yeah, I'll stay with the Falcons. You just fired one of my friends. Sure, I'll stay with y'all. Or will he be I don't know any of these people, so why should I stay? If Ulrich has a connection with Kubiak, then sure. I am trying to think of one, and I can't think of one right now. Because Clint was, Clint was with the 49ers for quite some, he was a grad assistant under Shanahan, and then kind of transitioned over there. That's the reason why he was able to work with D'Amico Ryans, because both of them were assistants initially, and kind of worked through the ranks. I believe Clint, it was also a, I want to say he was on Houston staff at one point, not any recently, but in the past. He's technically from Houston. Like I said, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, that he, was he born in Houston? I want to say Clint Kubiak was also born in Houston. That's the reason why I think he also has a good tie to Houston. One, his dad was a head coach there. Two, I think he's from there. And three, he has a connection with D'Amico Ryans, which is why I've tried to convince that Luke, because Luke really wants a better OC for the Texans. I'm like, well, there's Clint Kubiak, but I also know deep in my heart he's probably going to be a head coach this upcoming season. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think of another time where there's been a DC that stayed after they cleaned house, and I can't really think of one. Like I said, in my mind, you don't fire Raheem Morris. You wait another year because here's two things. Here's two reasons why. One, you don't have a first round pick this upcoming season, so any potential head coach can be like, well, I can't really fix my team right now as it stands, so I kind of got to wait till next year. And two, Raheem Morris kind of already has the backing from Arthur Blank. So from what I've seen, I haven't really heard a lot of things where Raheem Morris and Arthur Blank have like a rocky relationship. So that's kind of the reason why I think that there's a possibility that he just stays this offseason. Zach Robinson gets replaced, and then you got to just make sure you get the best offensive coordinator you could possibly have. They're kind of showing like how the first drive went for the Jets. Like I said, they did a pretty good job, especially using Justin Fields' legs. So it'll be interesting to see how the Patriots respond to this. From a 31-yard line, first down 10 for the Jets. Going to have Brees Hall to his left in shotgun formation. Bunch to the left. Going to be a handoff to Brees Hall, who's going to be, he got wrapped up immediately. Game's about a yard. That's going to be it. So, second down 9. Gregory with the tackle. I think the fact that we got worse on the field with so much better defense, which was our downfall last year. The offense is dog water. At a certain point, show up or shut up. I can see that. But like, it's also not really. It's also not really Raheem Morris's forte. Like his is defense. Like I understand the frustration. That's the reason why like you're firing Zach Robinson. And it's the same exact problem that you all see with the Texans. Bad throw by Justin Fields trying to get to Adonai Mitchell, third down 9. Like, a lot of Texans fans are doubting DeMeco Ryans because the offense is so bad. And my retort is, okay, you can get mad at Caserio for not being able to draft offensive linemen. You can get mad at DeMeco Ryans and Caserio for the hires they have been doing for offense coordinator. But the defense for the Texans is amazing. And I know they've invested a lot in the defense, so it makes sense why they're good. But still, they are really stinking good. So you just got to get the right offensive guy. Drops back to pass, throws, and that's going to be short of the first down. Try to get to Mason Taylor. I mean, only gained about 6 yards, be fourth down and 3. I don't really love that play for the Jets, but 3 and out for the Patriots. Good on them. As we punt for the Jets. But that's the reason why I'm saying, like, I don't. If I'm an owner, if I'm owning this situation, I would see where the problem is and try to fix it. And so, like, I would try to get an experienced play caller, either like a former head coach, like say you could try to do like a Mike McCarthy situation or something like that. But I wouldn't take another flyer or another dude just in case. I'm thinking if I was owner of this situation. All right, Emmanuel, I think we crossed that point. No one on this team takes accountability except the defense, which shouldn't because they're the only reason we're not 1-8. Yeah. The fact that what Michael Penix said does kind of create a little bit, but was Michael Penix talking about all the coaches or the offensive coaches? Because I'm still trying to like have I mean maybe it might be just me just having a little bit of a back for Raheem Morris, but like from what I know, players seem to like to play for Raheem Morris. So like he has that kind of players coach mentality. So like in my mind, it's more so Michael Penix will be talking about the offensive coaches, but I don't know the context of the clip, but. I'm just thinking of like, are you going to be guaranteed you're going to get a better head coach than Raheem Morris right now? Obviously, the whole well, we could get this guy, we could get this guy, we could get this guy, and like we can pay so much money and all that kind of stuff. But if the situation is not good, like for instance, okay, well, you're starting out with no first round pick. You're starting out with, okay, well, is Michael Penix the guy? Because you have some hope for Michael Penix. The same as time, but also Michael Penix has some absolute stinkers where it's not really been play calling. Like the Panthers game, that is not really Zach Robinson's fault. The first Panthers game was definitely not Zach Robinson's fault. Like a lot of those were bad decisions by Michael Penix. But there's been other games where it definitely was on Zach Robinson. So if you bring in an offensive guru kind of guy, and he's able to revitalize your offense, like you should be a good team. Especially if somehow, some way, like Drake London gets hurt. But you're starting to see with the offensive line how they've been able to perform decent, like go down as well. Like I said, there's been some injuries as well. In my mind, it kind of just I guess just kind of just focus on it. But I just focus on um, keeping Raheem Morris and getting a better offensive coordinator. Kind of the same situation I have for D'Amico Ryans and the Texans. I think both of them are decent. They've shown to be decent. It's just the other side of the ball has been holding them back. So throws across the middle. That's going to be Drake May up to the 35 to the 41-yard line. That's going to be Hunter Henry with a catch. First down tip of the Patriots. I hate every single time that I do a late night stream. My nose gets clogged up. A great play action pass. Sucked the linebackers in and over the top for Hunter Henry. So up to about the 41-yard line. First down tip of the Patriots. Actually, the 40-yard line. Drake May under center. Anderson in the backfield. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be Henderson, who's going to try the middle of the field and gets about 8 yards. Second down, 9. Manuel, IDK if you can assess the clip, but the gist is that the only help he's gotten for development has been from his high school coach and college coaches. Like I said, I think that's more of an indictment on the offensive staff, and like that's still an indictment on Raheem Morris. He's the one who hired him. At the same time, like that's more of a huge indictment on the offensive staff, on the offensive side of the ball, like not developing him. Because you have Kalen DeBoer, and Kalen DeBoer is a pretty good head coach. Going to be a run by Drake May, who's going to try the left side, and he tries to slide, but he's going to get kind of hit by Quincy Williams. Only gains a yard, third down and 8 for the Patriots. 11:09 left to go in the second quarter, still 7-7. See if the Jets can get a stop here. Drake May in shotgun formation. Going to have Henderson to his left. Going to send Hunter Henry in motion over to the right. To be bunched to the right. Draws back a pass. And is going to throw. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be up to the 50, up to the 45. And that's going to be Hunter Henry. Well, actually, the 46-yard line. So, first down 10 for the Patriots. Great job there. But Hunter Henry, they're getting a little bit open. Kind of stiff-armed whoever was covering him. Who is 26 for the Jets? I don't know who 26 is. I feel bad. I don't know who 26 is. I can't tell who that is. First down attempt at the 45. That's going to be to the left side, and he gets absolutely swallowed. Empty formation. Second down 11. Trips to the right. Drake May drops back a pass, and he's got some time. Is going to step in the pocket. Is going to throw on the run. Throws to be wide open up to 13, up to 30, down about the 29-yard line. And that's none other than Matt Collins. See here, Emmanuel. But as far as physically and on the field stuff, there's not nobody I talk to as far as another QB or anything like that. I do have people reach out to me. You know, it's also telling you too how I don't. Well, okay. How much of I don't want to dog on Kirk Cousins? You know what? I'm going to dog on Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins. Obviously, I understand you get frustrated because you're not the lead guy anymore. But how are you not helping out Michael Penix? I don't know who took your job, but like you're a veteran QB. Be a veteran QB. Drake May drops back a pass, throws to the left side, and great catch from Matt Collins with 10 up to about the 7-yard line. First and goal for the Patriots. However, there is a flag, so we should see what that is. But I think that's another thing too. Like that's been kind of actually that one's been reported about is that Kirk Cousins just hasn't really been like the guy they were hoping for to help out Michael Penix along. Like you see him on the sideline, he's not really like helping him out. Like Andy Dalton, obviously different scenario. Andy Dalton's a little bit older than Kirk Cousins, but like Andy Dalton has helped out has helped out Bryce Young in certain instances as well. Like I said, Bryce has even mentioned about it a time or two. You don't really hear that with Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins. Now, Kirk Cousins also, like I said, had was getting paid a whole bunch of money, and then he got replaced by Michael Penix. But still, like you should realize that hey, time's kind of passing you by, so maybe you should help out the next generation of QB, just like they helped you out. So first and goal from about 7 for the Patriots. See here. I do have QB coaches back at home that reach out to me as well, tell me I need to clean this up, clean that up, and everything will be good. So those guys help me as far as that too. That's crazy. And another run for Henderson, another touchdown for him. He's having a great day. I'm good with that. Keep giving touchdowns to Henderson instead of Drake May. So with 7:54 left to go in the first half, that was an 83-yard drive, and the Patriots take the lead. He answered the question first by talking about his fiance. Very nice. He is purposely deflecting and giving a non-answer. He knows the staff isn't helping him, but he can't openly badmouth them. Yeah, especially as a QB, you can't really badmouth especially like as a second year. As a second year, you don't really quite have that. I don't want to say the leadership to do so, but you don't have like the what's the word I'm looking for? You haven't been there as long to be able to do so. Like for instance, like if a person like a Peyton Manning or like what this should actually be better since if someone like Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes talked about coaching staff, they probably would get as much gall because hey, they've won MVPs. Hey, they've been in the league for quite some time, over 8 years. So like they have some kind of they have some kind of 10 years ago. Yeah, yes, 10 years a good one. Like I said, that's it's really damning to Zach Robinson and the offensive coach staff and Kirk Cousins. Also on Raheem Morris and the GM for not realizing the situation and trying to get a better OC. And I guess part of the reason was because early on with Kirk being the helm of the offense, like y'all were doing really well. Then he gets hurt, and he's playing hurt, and then the last 3 games, it's just Michael Penix kind of showing out. So he's like, okay, well, you don't make a change to Zach Robinson, you keep him, and then it just on this one from Emmanuel. But wasn't like last year there's kind of like been some like talk with how Michael Penix versus Kirk Cousins, especially when Kirk was the lead man, he wasn't really helping Michael Penix that much, especially when he got replaced too. I mean, like Kirk didn't give up the job for several weeks because he thought that he could, stay the guy, and it just hurt the team because he wasn't healthy. So Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna be upset if you clean house, but you've got to make the right hire. In my mind, you would just keep Raheem Morris, just go with a different offensive coordinator, and then if it doesn't work, then you just clean house and you don't have Fountain now, you don't have Raheem Morris, you don't have anybody, and then you just try to like, okay, we've got all this for you to be able to do with. Somebody come and do and bring us to be an actual contender because you've got the pieces to do so. It's just not been able to come to fruition. Oh yeah, ever since Penix was drafted, Cousins basically ignored him. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. It was like Favre. Well, I don't say like Favre to Aaron Rodgers, but in that kind of same kind of sense. 2025 to 30 up to 35 and down to about the 37-yard line. Great job there by Kidney. How do you say his name? He was on the Vikings like a year or two ago. He's a really good returner, but he had a really good return up to about 37-yard line. What's another example of like a veteran QB not being helpful to the young rookie? Uh, I guess Joe Flacco to Shadur Sanders and Doug Gabriel. So from the 37-yard line, we hand up to Brees Hall. He's making one man miss. Get up to about the second quarter. Still 14-7. Patriots are up. Emmanuel, I want Robinson gone no matter what. Even if we turn it around, I don't want to give him a chance. I want him gone tomorrow, today, and yesterday. All of the days. Yes, all the days he shall be gone. Gone, gone, gone. So they're showing all the draft picks that the Jets have for the next two drafts. All right, so they got a lot of them. They have potential, but will they make right draft decisions? I do not know. Second down 5. Play clock hit 0, but they did get the ball off. Throws to the right side. It's be caught, and that's going to be Mason Taylor. Gets about 2 yards. No, sorry, I said Ruckett. My bad. Ruckett with the catch, about 2 yards. So roughly third down 4. Third manageable. So I'll be mad if we don't fire Morris, but I don't say I'm surprised. I just want a new OC. Exactly. And I think you're definitely going to get that. If Zach Robinson stays for some odd reason, there will probably be some marches in Atlanta. There's about to be some marches in Charlotte because of some of the decisions we were making because of Dave Tepper. So I would be surprised if Zach Robinson stays. Drops back a pass. He's got all day to throw. Throws a deep ball, and it's going to be Adnan Mitchell. Oh, man. Adnan Mitchell. It was a pretty decent ball by Justin Fields. Unfortunately, it is dropped because Christian Gonzalez was on the field. I just realized now I was wrong. Ooh, that's it. I mean, he got great separation, and it's a decent behind-the-shoulder pass, but Christian Gonzalez, it's really just Adnan Mitchell just drops it. It is great coverage, though, but Adnan Mitchell just kind of drops it. So, punt underway, and it is going to be fair caught about the 14-yard line. First down 10 for the Patriots. So 6:07 left to go in the second quarter. 14-7. And Drake May so far has no touchdowns, but I'm hoping that continues. And let's see what Jets Stevens can do, possibly. They're showing like the DraftKings commercial, talking about like Jamal Charles having 5 touchdowns in 2013. I would say I think Jamal Charles is the first player that I remember hearing talked about a lot that I didn't watch a lot of because, like I said, I was still kind of getting into the NFL. But I remember a lot of my friends who were in fantasy when they were like, even when they were younger too, talking about Jamal Charles because like, he was like a fantasy merchant. Like you wanted Jamal Charles like for sure every single year because he would go off. And I'm kind of upset I didn't really get to watch. I didn't really watch him as much during his prime. But yeah, Jamal Charles was a different one, dude. What in the world was that dance? I don't know. I watched a Diggs commercial, Christmas commercial, which like so there's I know I get it. I get it. There's gonna be Christmas commercials. Like I said before Thanksgiving. I just prefer they weren't. I prefer they weren't. I prefer if they were not, like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Like I understand, especially like the early shopping months, the early shopping weeks, that kind of stuff. But I just rather it not be that way. I just think it's a little bit much. I say that, and like I said, like they'll have Christmas movies on already. I mean, they had Christmas movie on. Like, what was it, last Thursday? I think it was last Thursday. I watched. Before I watched this game. Um, there was Christmas Vacation that was on. I think I talked about it, but also I don't like Christmas Vacation. It's like a comfort thing. 5 straight games with 2+ touchdown passes. Well, please break it this week. Please don't go off, Drake May. Don't go off. I'm going against Luke in fantasy, so that's the reason why I'm saying it. So from the 15-yard line, under center, tight end to his right, Henderson in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, and Drake May is going to start in the pocket. Going to throw Henderson, who gets about 5 yards. Tackle there by none other than Malachi Moore. Second down and 5. I think the Patriots probably have like a long sustained drive. I'd guess probably going to take it like to like past 2 minute warning. I mean, one there at the 15-yard line, so they kind of have to try to take that much clock off, try to get a scoring position. So Drake May once again on our center, strong to the right. Going to send Stephon Diggs in motion over to the right. Draws back a pass and throws to the left side. That's be Matt Collins up to 25 and down to about the 28-yard line. So first down 10 for the Patriots. Well, they're going to say the 27.5-yard line. Guess who's getting cooked again? Brandon Stevens. Who could have seen that? Drake May so far is 11 for 11. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first half alone. 14-7. Drake May in shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Henderson. He's going to try the left side, and nice job by the Jets there. Only get about a yard. So it'll be second down and 9 for the Patriots. Yeah, the more and more that I'm looking at the uniforms, I don't like them as much. Especially the helmets. The helmets, like, they really look faded. 4:20 left to go second quarter. Second down 9. From the 29-yard line. Shotgun formation with running back to his left. Tight end to his left. It'll be a handoff to Henderson, who's going to get met in the backfield. Great job there by the Jets on bringing a blitz off the backside. It's Quincy Williams with the tackle. And it's going to be third down 9. See if the Jets can't stop here. Uh, Parker, do I like Mark D'Antoni? Wasn't he the Michigan State head coach for all those years, and then he stepped away from coaching? Mark D'Antonio? I think so. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass. Drake May has only got rushed in 3. Throws a deep ball and dropped by Stephon Diggs. And his hip. He's up. It's like pointing at his hip, like his butt. There is a flag though, and it wasn't. Was it? What was it? Oh, it was a legal shift, I think. Okay. What was the penalty? I don't know what the penalty was, but anyway, oh, it was a chip or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it was just dropped by Stephon Diggs. he unfortunately kind of got a little shaken up. But about 3:30 left. Clock continues to run for this punt, but the Jets will actually have a chance. Have a chance to return to the 15, 20, up to 25, up to about the 30. However, there is a flag, and it's probably going to be coming back. Probably was like a hold on like the gunner or something like that, so probably will come back. But it's 3:19 left to go second quarter. 14-7. Jets have two timeouts, so they can make a little run into this. But yeah, Mark D'Antonio, if I remember correctly, I think it's Michigan State head coach for all those years. Speaking of Kirk Cousins, he's the one who developed Kirk Cousins, I guess. Um, Michigan State always had decent teams. They were actually like pretty good contenders for the Big Ten pretty much every single year. You had Cook. Oh, Connor Cook, dude. Connor Cook absolutely could not cook in the NFL. Kirk Cousins. Let's see. When Mark D'Antonio and that's some pretty good running backs too. Because you had Le'Veon Bell. You had what's the one? The one where Michigan State beat Iowa in 2016, and then got blown out by Alabama in the first round of the playoffs by Derrick Henry. I was at 38-0, I think. Is it Langford? I think that was a running back's last name, Langford. But yeah, you had like decent. You had some decent offensive guys, but for the most part, it was known for being good defenses. Um, I'd say he's a pretty decent head coach. He's a pretty decent one. I mean, especially like um, owning Michigan always helps. But then again, Michigan was not good for most of those years. Outside of that, when technically they did get that win on that block punt, return for a touchdown against Jim Harbaugh's 20. Was that 2015 or was that 2016 Harbaugh? I want to say it was the same exact year as when they made it to the conference championship game and won in 2016. I think my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, he was a pretty good head coach. If he's coaching anywhere now, I don't know where it is. I know it's probably not Michigan State. I have got to go to the bathroom, and I realize I wasted a good bit of this commercial break, so I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. So hold on a second. already at 2-minute warning. All right. Well, I completely missed whatever that was. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's a 2-minute warning apparently. So let me see actually what happened. I don't know what happened. So here. It's 3rd down 2 at the 15. Okay, so they probably ran the ball then. All right. Brady Hoke. Wow. Okay, that's a blast from the past. If I remember correctly, is it okay? Brady Hoke is a head coach for Michigan that took over after Rich Rod flamed out, right? I think so. I'm pretty sure Brady Hoke had one good years with Denard Robinson in either 2010 or 2011 when they won 10 games, I think. And then after that, had two. I think he had 2 bad seasons. Then he got fired. Um, was Brady Hoke he looks like an offensive lineman. He looks like he was like an offensive lineman, and he became a head coach, kind of like a Sam Pittman type. From what I remember, Brady Hope wasn't the best. Like I said, he had that one good year, and then it just didn't really work out. So from what I remember, he's not. He's definitely not the most well loved for his time at head coach. But I think that's all I remember about Brady Hoke. I don't remember that much about him besides that, like that he had one good year. Jadar Robinson, the one who didn't lace up his cleats, who was on the NCAA football 14. So I don't want to say that's not his lasting legacy. He's not his lasting legacy, but him being the front of that college football game that like stood for over 10 years, like I mean that's pretty freaking awesome. Um, for that can kind of helping out your legacy. So 3rd down 2 at the 15-yard line. We're back. Justin Fields, shotgun formation. Davis to his right, draws back a pass, and throws to the right side, and that's going to be a terrible throw. A terrible throw by Justin Fields. Like, he was open, and you threw it behind him and to the outside. Like, I get that Gonzalez was covering him, but like, that's a terrible placement. I mean, it's a great release. There would have been a hard throw for him, a hard catch for him to try to make. Like he would have had to stop. It's just so bad. Punt underway, dude. Gonna be a fair call at the 41-yard line. So just don't do anything with it. 148. Let's go second quarter, and the Patriots have great field position. Like I don't know, dude. Uh, the more and more I think about it, and like I've talked about with Luke too. We'll talk about it, especially like later on in the season, of like where like perfect fits go. I really want Ty Simpson to go to the Jets. I know the Jets have had a terrible track record of developing QBs, but Ty Simpson with Garrett Wilson and Adonai Mitchell and whoever else they add, like I think that would work out. You've got your bookend tackles. You've got the rest of the picks going to help grow your QB at the same exact time. Especially if you do well with your first round picks, you might not be in the same exact position to pick a really good quarterback. So I just like Ty Simpson. He's my QB1. So I formation at the 41-yard line. Henderson in the backfield. Drake May going to be hand the ball off to Henderson. He's going to try the right side, and there apparently was a flag. Okay, so don't know what happened there. Do I like Matt Campbell? Ooh, Parker, yes I do. I'll talk about him in a second. So apparently 12 men on the field for the Patriots. So yes sir, trying to come off the field. So that's the reason why there's a flag. Okay. Steve Wilkes. Shut him right now. I'll talk about Matt Campbell in a second because I said first down 5 because I have a lot to say about Matt Campbell. Under center, going to send Stephon Diggs in motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be Henderson. He's going to get wrapped up. I mean, actually did a pretty decent job getting a yard. Probably could have lost a couple with Will McDonald being there. But it's be second down and 4 for the Patriots. 1:37 to go second quarter. Still got plenty of time. I might talk about Matt Campbell either if there's another commercial break or at halftime. As I said, I got a lot. I like a lot. I want to say about Matt Campbell because I like him a lot. I like him a lot. So from the 47? Yeah, 47-yard line. Drake May shotgun formation, drops back a pass, and is going to roll up to his right, throws on the run, and almost picked off for number 37. Kind of a bad throw there. His first incompletion. However, there is a flag. So let's see what this is. Is it going to be holding on the offense? I think it is. Holding on the offense, so back him on up. On Campbell, let's see, Will Campbell, what you do? On Will McDonald, let's see here, Rip, yes, sir. Yep. Yeah. Will McDonald does beat him, so. Second down 14, 1:11 left to go second quarter. Still 14-7, Patriots are up. Drops back a pass, and Drake May sits in the pocket and is going to check it down to Trevor Henderson, who gets it to about the 44-yard line, tackled by Sherwood and also number 21. So it'll be third down. It's not 5. It was 55. Now it's 50 seconds left to go second quarter. Third down 6. Drake May, shotgun formation with Henderson to his left. Play clock is winding really down. Draws back a pass and is going to get sacked all the way to the 35-yard line. And the Patriots, there's a flag. I mean, Quincy Williams got a sack. What happened to the flag? Is there a flag on the defense? Steve Willis looks upset, and so is Quincy Williams. I think it's going to be a flag on the defense. Oh, man. Oh, it's Brandon Stevens, too. Oh, you freaking... Oh, Brandon Stevens. I hate you so much. On Matt Collins, illegal contact right here. Bam, bam, bam. You're down 5 yards. You're still on him like that. Stop. Brandon. He's so bad. He was bad on the Ravens last year. Why in the world did just decide, we're going to take him? So, at the 50-yard line, first down 10, takes a deep shot, and it's going to be... Oh, no, why can't you pick that off? Please. Adams and Stiggers. Is it Quintez or Quintez? Is it Quintez Stiggers? I think it is. Both of them were on the coverage. He could have easily picked it off. They both ran to each other. I would have loved that to be a pick. I don't want to see the downfall on Drake May. I'm not saying that. I just don't want him to have a great game. Like I said, I'm going to get some fantasy. And right now he's projected at, oh, no, somebody's down. He's projected to get 22 points, so I'm hoping he doesn't get that. Second down 10, 20 seconds left to go second quarter. The Patriots still have 3 timeouts. We already took 2 timeouts because of injury timeout. So we'll talk about Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell has been on my radar since about 2020, I want to say. Because when we fired Gus Malzahn, we fired Gus Malzahn, his name came up. When we fired Brian Harsin, his name came up again. But since we fired Hugh Freeze, his name hasn't really come up. But Matt Campbell being at Iowa State actually was kind of crazy. So him, Alex Golich, and who else was it? There was one more person that was like with him and Bowling Green, all that. Was it DJ Durkin? There was yeah. Because DJ Durkin, like him and Matt Campbell were like graduate assistants at different times at Bowling Green, and then like they kind of like followed each other. There was also somebody else that was in like that coaching tree. All of them kind of the same at the time, especially Toledo. Look up like Toledo coach staff in like '07 or '08. I did like this down, kind of like going down into like Matt Campbell's career, his connection with Alex Golish and somebody else. I can't think of who it is right now, but basically started out as like an assistant, became an OC eventually, especially when Gus. That's right. Gus left Tulsa. Then Matt Campbell came to Tulsa in 2008 or 9, one of the two, and I think it was 2009, and took over as OC. They still did well. Then became the head coach at Iowa State in like 2016 or something like that. And since then has built Iowa State into being a really decent program. Like before Matt Campbell got to Iowa State, their biggest contribution was in 2011 beating Oklahoma State. That's like the biggest thing that I can really think about with Iowa State since Matt Campbell, like before Matt Campbell became the head coach. Like he's the one who helped build it back up to get people like Breece Hall, like Brock Purdy, like however you feel about Alan Lazard, however you feel about Hakeem Butler. Like I said, like he was able to find really great talent, build them up, and have really decent careers at Iowa State. Drake May drops back a pass and is going to dump it out to Trayvon Harris up to 45, up to about the 40-yard line. So first down 10. Time it was called by the Patriots. They have 13 seconds left. But they made it all the way to the Big 12 championship game. And like I said, they lost. But like I said, they made it there. Then he has like a down year because like some of the talent has left. Then he builds them back up. Have another great season. Develops really great wide receivers with both Jalen Noel, and Jaden Higgins. Like I said, I really like Matt Campbell. And I don't know why he is not getting the buzz that he should for a lot of these big major programs. Maybe he just wants to stay at Iowa State. I don't know. Maybe that's what he wants to do. But like the level of talent that Iowa State has put out. I mean, I'm looking dead at him. Will McDonald, amazing player. Now, he was kind of playing out of position at Iowa State, but still, amazing player. So Drake May throws across the middle up to 30, up to about the 28-yard line. That's Stephon Diggs. 8 seconds left. Another time it was called by the Patriots. But like I absolutely love Matt Campbell. And what'd you say? Will Penn State football lose Michigan State this Saturday or not? Ooh, I mean, Penn State played really, really well against Indiana, so maybe. I mean, it was a whiteout, so like there's some kind of stuff there. I'll give it to Penn State. I don't really feel that confident with Michigan State this year, so I'll give it to Penn State. Maybe they win. They can break their losing streak, hopefully. But yeah, no. If Penn State is able to hire Matt Campbell, I would really like that. Especially if Matt Campbell is able to get like some really good recruiters around him. I think he'd be a really good culture fit. As far as he's more of a rebuilding a program. Penn State doesn't need to be rebuilding. They just need to have like a great guy. Handoff. All right, Patriots, you just set up for the field goal. I don't like that. They just hand the ball off. Why? No taking a shot at the end zone. No nothing. I was going to hand the ball off for a 1-yard gain. Okay. So 3 seconds left. They're gonna kick a field goal to make it a 10-point game. See, Matt Campbell actually. Well, let's see. I don't think he recruits in Virginia, but like a place like Virginia Tech, a place that like has been downtrodden that he can rebuild. Dude, Matt Campbell at Arkansas would be wild. I don't know. I just know like a lot of people see him as being like a small time because he doesn't have those big recruiting classes. But like you could quite literally find good position coaches around that could be good recruiters. So what do you mean? Like you could literally put people on a staff that could be good recruiters and be able to sell what Matt Campbell's trying to sell. Get good players to come. What's up there, Zoe? How you doing? Do you like Dan Campbell? Oh, I love his introductory press conference. It's wild. Even look back at it now, it is wild. But the fact that is he missed it. Wow, it is still a 7 point game. He missed it. He missed the 45 yarder. So 14-7 going a half. It's been a lot better game than the other 10-7 games. Thankfully, but I really like Dan Campbell. I think you could see even his first year, like the players were still like love playing for him. So bad first year, but still, like I said, like they beat the Vikings that year. I think they tied the Cardinals or something like that, or I think they yeah. And it's yeah, like I said, that scoring drive was mainly run, run, Justin Fields run, pretty much. What in the world is this? Oh, it's the Call of Duty thing. Okay, I see what it is. Just got home from work and errands. Very nice, Zoe. Yes, it is, Zoe. It is a much better game than the other two prime time games that we had to stream last week. It is not 10-7. It's 14-7, and we've had offense. So that's all we can hope for. What I'm hoping for is that Drake May continues to not have any touchdowns. Like I said, I'm going to get some in fantasy. It's been 2 Trevion Henderson touchdowns and a touchdown for Justin Fields. It's been the touchdowns today. So I'm hoping like it stays that way. Don't think it will, but I can have hope. So like I said, I'm going against Luke in fantasy, and I need a win because he's number one in the league. So I need to win against him. But other than that, this is a pretty interesting week of NFL. One, I will not be streaming on Sunday once again because I'll be going to the Panthers Falcons game. I will be streaming the 2 Saturday games, Texas and Georgia and Oklahoma, Alabama, because I was like, well, I really want to stream those games. Even though it's going to be how I'm going to do it through Stream East, but I'm still going to stream those games because those are going to be good games. So I'm going to stream both of those on Saturday. And then obviously I'll stream the Monday night game. But I will be able to do the next next week's Thursday night game. I'm gonna try to do the Monday night game because the Panthers versus 49ers at the next week. I'll be at my aunt's, but I'll probably be able to stream the game. So because she's like, oh yeah, I don't mind you streaming, but I always feel kind of weird like doing it at another person's house. And then I won't be able to, obviously, Thanksgiving. Not going to be able to Thanksgiving. But I will do that following Monday. Facing Mac Hollins and got Brees Hall so far. I'm okay. Okay, good, man. Good. Alex Golesh, coach Virginia Tech football. Let's see. Alex is at USF, and he right now, I think he's like 3rd for the Florida job. I think obviously it's Lane Kiffin. Then I think it's Eli Drinkowitz. And then I think it's Alex Golesh. In my mind, Alex goes to the SEC. I mean, there's a chance that he does it, but I think he goes to SEC. Dadgum, I gotta go to the bathroom again. Maybe, but Virginia Tech's very much of a fixer-upper. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom once again. I'm very sorry once again. I should not have eaten that Zaxby's because apparently I messed up my stomach. So, let me go to the bathroom. I think this was a really good example of me should not I should not go to Zaxby's. Holy crap! I'll talk about poop a lot, but I was fighting for my life in that toilet right there. I'm very sorry if you were eating at this point in time, but that was awful. Oh my goodness. Uh, but not as awful as those other Thursday and Monday night game. All right, great joke. It's 14-7 at half. A lot of miscues by the Jets. Right now they're kind of showing. Adon Mitchell has one reception for 10 yards, though he's been targeted a lot. Unfortunately, there's been some kind of bad throws. One was, I would say, more so missed by Adonai Mitchell. The other one was just a really bad throw by the Jets. But outside of the first drive, they really haven't really done anything. So they only have 5 first downs. Like I said, I still believe that the Patriots are going to win, obviously. But I am impressed that the Jets have still been able to. But I'm hoping the Jets can keep themselves in the game, make it a little more competitive. And like I said, you've got a decent enough team that kind of keep you in this game. So please let it be entertaining. That's all I'm asking for. And so far it has been. But I do feel pretty bad though. I do feel pretty bad. Let's see here. Will Kirby Smart stay Georgia football's? Wait, Parker. Will Kirby Smart stay at Georgia? Why would he leave Georgia? First of all, he played at Georgia. He wins at Georgia, so it's not like it's like I can't really do anything here. Thirdly, what's a better job for him to go to that's way more stability than he has right now? It'd be like asking if Saban would leave Alabama. Like Saban retired, yeah, but Kirby is like what? What's Kirby? He's like what 50? Oh, is Kirby like 52 or 53? I know he's not above 55 yet, but Kirby still has a good 12 to 15 years. He is definitely not leaving. LMAO, I forgot that I picked the Jets to win. Hope they get the upset, but I'm not guessing. I'm guessing not anymore. Yeah, that would be a strong one there, Manuel. Well, okay. This could be one of those upset laden kind of things. Like I said, you think that the Patriots have the bag, but nope. This is how the season's kind of gone, and it kind of has gone that way. Where a lot of times you think, oh, this is going to happen. This is definitely not going to happen that way. I mean, who really would have thought that the Packers would have lost the Panthers? And I'm dogging on my own team. But I don't like that commercial. I don't like that at all. What was I talking about? Oh, forgot what I was saying. Totally forgot what I was saying. What in the world was I talking about? I hate when I do that. I hate when I lose my train of thought. It just went gone. Oh, talking about the Jets, Patriots. Like I said, I can understand this being on an upset watch because everyone's kind of just assuming the Patriots will win, but I just don't. I mean, the Jets who they beat, who the Jets beat weren't really good teams. So, and the Patriots are a pretty good team. He's 49. Oh no, I thought he was older. 49 years old. Yeah, so Kirby's got 15 to 17 more years until he's actually considered retiring. Especially if he's like Nick Saban. Oh God. 49. A lot of coaches coach until they're in the upper 60s. Oh gosh, as an Auburn fan that sucks because we've only beaten Kirby once. We've only beaten Kirby one time. Once. And I'm pretty sure as a player, we only beat Georgia once. Like, I'm pretty sure he was at Georgia when they had that, I believe. Uh, I don't hate the fact, but like, I just have just the most random facts stuck in my head. Because like when I was younger, especially because like I said, college football was all that I thought about. So I have so many just random Auburn facts, like just random Auburn scores, stuff like that. Like, hey, did you know in 2004 Auburn LSU ended 10-9? Who needs the information? I just have that. Just bloop, just pop it out. Courtney Taylor for the touchdown, number 86. Jason Campbell throws it to Courtney Taylor. Random. Beat Nick Saban, who was the head coach at that time, before he jets off to Miami. Like I said, I just have just a lot of random bits of information. So we're back at halftime. Patriots get the ball at the 34-yard line, so that a great return. First down 10, draws back a pass, throws to the left, must be Stephon Diggs, gets about 3 yards in the carry. So second down 7. That's good. The only thing I don't like about like when I'm drinking stuff is like I got stuff like just stuck in my beard sometimes. So it's like kind of like drips. So second down 7. From the 37-yard line, Drake May drops by the pass, is getting some kind of pressure, throws on his back foot, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get Kyle Williams, rookie. Third down 7. Let's see here. Parker, no. Steve Sarkisian not leaving Tech. Leave the successful Tech. Now, if it was like USC, maybe. Well, I don't know if he would go back to USC, but like if he has connections, then maybe. Great tackle there by Stevens to make it short. So it'll be 4th and inches at about the 43.5-yard line. So there you go, Steven. You got cooked, but you still made a good tackle. So 4th and inches. Patriots are going to go for it. If they don't get it here, it's good field position by the Jets. Go Dogs! Please just let me have this. Emmanuel, I'm letting you have that one. I unfortunately cannot say anything about thy Georgia Bulldogs. Are they punting now? They're looking at the line of game. I don't think he got it. Wait, are they saying it's an incomplete pass? What? What? Wait. You're saying that's an incomplete pass? All right, so 3-0 for the Patriots. Great job by the Jets. There wasn't even a football. That would be hilarious. If single year, that would be hilarious. If that's the case. Dabo is so like the way that he is now. Okay, yeah, like kind of what we need. So I don't know. Another handoff to Brees Hall, who fights for extra yards, gets about 4 yards in the carry. First down 10 for the Jets. Feels good. Use his legs. That's the only thing he has. Feels good. Use his legs. That's the only thing he has. You use his legs and you make him throw. You use his legs and you make him throw short. Short. That's all you do. I'm sorry, Justin, but that's all you got. That's it. Center. Play clock at 3, 2, 1. Got snap off. At 3, 2, 1. Got snap off. Play action pass. Play action pass. Fields versus field. Throw, and that's got bad. I think it got batted. But incomplete pass, second down 10. Incomplete pass, second down 10. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Like I said, wait. It got bad the line. What? Like I said, wait. It got bad the line. What are you talking about? What? How? So yeah, he's in the did it. That was just a bad pass. Holy no. Shotgun formation going to be handed to Brees Hall, who's going to try the middle and gets about pushing and get about the 48-yard line. So nice gain there, about 4 yards. Third down and 16, 12:05 left to go in the third quarter. See that Dan Lanning is not leaving Oregon for anything. One, he's got more money backing him up than pretty much most of college football. Two, he's in the Big Ten, which is still like a competitive, but like I said, he's pretty much got the West Coast covered. Gonna be a throw to 18, who gets tripped up. Get back to the 49-yard line. Great job by Gonzalez there. There's a flag though that comes in. Yes, two already is. Yes, two already is. So I don't want to be dogging Lincoln Riley, but like it's not like USC's doing like they're doing amazing, and he's kind of already losing like a little bit of support for USC. USC's kind of sick and tired of some of his shtick. So yeah, defense coordinator outside of Dan Lanning back in the day, and now is DC for Georgia. I would like him, and now is DC for Georgia. I would like him, but we're going to get more of experience. Experienced guy. But I do ball deep. LOL. That's all right. I think that's part of this year. One, you're bad enough to be in the top 3. 2, I think there's 2 QBs that you can get, both very different. And then the Titans will probably be a top 3 team. So like, no, they're not going to go QB. So you either like Mendoza, but I know Luke is joking when I like Mendoza, but I know Luke is joking when I say it. He's like, you just don't like Mendoza. I'm like, no, I do like Mendoza. I just think that he has a very high floor, but he doesn't have as big of as high of a ceiling that Ty Simpson does. Like Ty Simpson, I think can be a really, really good QB. I think Mendoza can be in that 14-16 range. I think I have him better than Cam Ward, because like Cam Ward's issues coming into the league was like kind of concerning, but I still like Cam Ward to like what he could be. Mendoza, I think, is more of a finished product coming into the league. I think that depending on what kind of system he's going to be in, could really sink or swim his career. Ty Simpson, I feel a little more, he's more flexible. I like his moxie. I like his leadership. And he's got some legs on him. Ty Simpson's got some legs on him. He can also scramble. So I like Ty Simpson. I didn't think I would, but I do. So from the 31-yard line, after that terrible punt, draws back a pass, and Drake May's got plenty of time. Throws, and that's a little bit high, but still caught by Mac Hollins up to about the 48-yard line. First down 10 for the Patriots. Let's see. Well, Ryan Day. Now, Parker. No coach who is already established is going to leave their program to coach Auburn. As much as I would love it to happen, Parker, and I would, we don't have that pull. We do not have that pull. From the 48-yard line, hand of Travion Henderson got absolutely rocked at the midfield. Still gained 2 yards, though, so he's second down 8. But yeah, Ryan Day is not leaving Ohio State. The only way, I'll give you this, Parker. The only way Ryan Day leaves Ohio State is if he loses Michigan again this year, and for some odd reason the Ohio State fan base riots against him because he can't beat Michigan. That is literally the only way. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Michigan has a chance they could beat Ohio State again, which would be hilarious if they do. But before Ryan Day won the national title, there was a lot of people in Ohio State that were like, oh, we just can't get it done. But after he won the national title, no. Drake May avoids pressure, throws in the run, and it's going to be caught by Stephon Diggs, down by the 28-yard line. First down 10 for the Patriots. Once again, they are moving on down the field. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. That's close. I'm hearing some sirens. But yeah, great pocket mobility by Drake May. Steps in the pocket, rolls to his right, throws on the run. Like I said, finds Stephon Diggs down there. Once again, oh, that's a great dip move. That's a great dip move by Will McDonald against Will Campbell. Both Wills. So from the 29-yard line, going to be a play action pass. Rolls it to his right. Drake May is going to rumble. Drop it down to Stephon Diggs. Great play. To 20 to 15 and down to about the 11-yard line. First and 10. Sherwood. Sorry. Yeah. Sherwood with the tackle. But great job there by Drake May. Rolls out and then kind of a little flip to Stephon Diggs, who's wide open because number 37 was, you know, trying to tackle. Make sure he stays in bounce. See. Yep, he stayed in bounce. Wow. Wow. Wait, did they just compare him to Matt Patrick hard line? Gonna send Henry into motion. Gonna be a toss out to Henderson, who gets up to about the 6-yard line. So nice again there at 5 yards. Second down 5. 8:20 left to go in the third quarter. Parker, James Franklin has been in. I think he technically has it. He has the interview for Auburn. I don't think he gets it. I think he's probably the Virginia Tech job and just using the Auburn interview to try to get more money for Virginia Tech. If I had to guess, because I think that would be the best place for James Franklin, especially because like he's known for recruiting in that area, and he is dadgum touchdown. Wow. So Drake May throws ball to Trevin Harrison. Trevin Harrison's third touchdown of the day. Drake May's first. 7:46 left to go in third quarter, 20-7. But yeah, I think James Franklin just using the interview to try to get more money for Virginia Tech. He knows the area. He's been a major recruiter there in Virginia, and he's known for rebuilding programs. So he's probably going to try to rebuild Virginia Tech. So let's see if they make an extra point. Kick is up, and kick is barely makes it through, but it will be 21-7. 7:46 left to go in the third quarter. We're making pretty good time. All right, Jets, what you gonna do? It says a 14-point game, so you're not totally out of it, but you got to get something on this next drive. If you go 3, like I said, I'm trying to be positive with the Jets. Like I said, I think you have a good future, but right now it's just you can only go where your QB leads you, and right now your QB is not the best. Now, would I be trashing him in the public like your owner is? No, don't do that. Also, while we're talking with the owner, because I know that my owner, the Panthers owner, has also been lumped into this too because he's one who will make comments. Why in the world are you fussing about the fact that the NFLPA gets to do the surveys? Why is that on your mind? Why in the world? Why? I mean, I get why, but I'm just spouting out. Why in the world are you so concerned with what the players think about you? And you hate the fact that the players think they think about you. And then you don't think, hey, maybe if I change this, maybe I would get a better grade. Instead of being like, oh, is Shush doing a good job? So if you don't care about families, and so on the report card it shows, hey, they don't have a family room. They don't have this, then maybe you should change it so that the next year you get a better grade. Heck, I think it was the Ravens who had like either 2 years ago or whatnot, and they were able to show, hey, our training staff sucks. An F. I think it was like F minus. It was so bad. And they changed it because they needed to, because there was obviously a problem like trying to keep people healthy. Now, there's been a lot of people getting injured as well, but still, like, that. But what I'm saying is this: I'm saying is this: is that quite literally, you, you as an owner, you as a multi-millionaire slash billionaire, whoever you are, you have the money to be able to fix a situation that maybe even you do not know about. So if someone criticizes you, use it to be constructive criticism. Now, if it's just someone just saying something stupid, then let it say something stupid. But if it's credible, then maybe you listen to it and you fix the problem. I got Henderson off waivers in 3 weeks ago and cut him basically immediately. Oh, Emmanuel. I'm starting to think that wasn't smart. Vrabel finally saw the preseason tape and said, "Why haven't we been using this guy?" Well, they had Gibson, they had Stevenson ahead of him, and then they both got injured, and then he's like, "Well, now I gotta use them." And yeah, like Henderson, I think was did I have Henderson? No, I had Henderson behind Judkins. Did I have Henderson as my 2 or 4 guy? Like his home run ability. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it was a great throw by Justin Fields to Mason Taylor, gets 7 yards there, but he got walloped as he threw. Yeesh. All right, somebody hit him pretty good. Under center, gonna be a play action pass and up to about the 40 something. Justin Fields shotgun formation. So nice again. He does not have the best Fields. So what's it getting? 6, second down and 4. 6:11 left to go in the third quarter. Up to the 40 with first down, and I know that now. So number 3, Jomechi. All right. So shotgun formation. Brees Hall to his right. Draws by the pass. The bring pressure rolls up to his right, and his left. Throws Brees Hall up to 30 and out of bounds. So nice to get him 8 yards there. It's going to be second down and 2 for the Jets. All right, Jets, please score. A touchdown, preferably. But also take as much time as you possibly can. Because y'all making pretty good time right now. 4:55 to go in the third quarter. Still 21-7. Patriots are up. Man, I hate how bad Justin Fields is actually. I really wanted him to be the I really wanted him in the 2024 offseason. Yeah. My thing was for Justin Fields is that I liked his athleticism, but I didn't think he had the processing traits you really needed that obviously you need to do with coaching. Great reverse there and up to the 25 and down to the 22, 23 yard line. So nice job there by the Jets. Nice game. But number 18. Is that Malachi Corley? No. No, it's not. He's off. I think he's off the team. Who's that? I don't know. Williams. But that Alabama national championship game when oh my gosh, Christian Barmore was getting after him all day long, and so some of it was just oh well, things aren't going right. But when things aren't going right, he looked awful, and I just couldn't get that out of my head when I was watching Justin Fields. It's just if things are going right, he's great. Like I said, in that Clemson playoff game, he did amazingly. When the offensive line was absolutely dominating, the defensive line was absolutely dominating. But when things were not going right, it just looked so sloppy. Christian Barmore and stuff like that. So I couldn't shake that out of my head, even when he got into the NFL. So 3rd down and 6 at incompletion. Like I said, once again, try to get to Adonai Mitchell. So from the 22-yard line, shotgun formation. Got to hurry up. Draws by the pass and is going to throw for the end zone, and that's going to be John Mechie for the score. Was wide open. How is he that wide open? I don't know. But the Jets, with the edge point, make it a 1-possession game. All right. 3:10 left to go. Woodson. Craig Woodson. How did you get faked up that bad? I got to look at the all 22 for this one. Let's see here. So Mechie's over here on the right. Woodson's supposed to cover him. Oh, he tripped. Oh. Okay. Sorry, Craig Woodson. Rookie from Cal, the safety. He tripped. That's why he's so wide open. So, kick is up. Kick is going to be barely good. So it is going to be 21-14, 3:10 left to go in the third quarter, and baby, we got a one possession game. I like that Michigan got a touchdown. Well, um, like I said, I still think they can get another touchdown. That'd be nice. Wouldn't it be nice? Possibly. Um, what else was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. Man, Aaron Glenn looks baked on the sidelines. Just so out of it. Can't really blame him though. I think he just has that vibe. I think he just has that vibe, just like a. Hmm. He looks like this all the time. I don't know. He seems like a very. I don't want to say just. I want to say chill and laid back, but kind of. It seems that way. And then he gets fiery all of a sudden. You know. I get that. I get that vibe from him. Like you see that sometimes in the clips. Like he's kind of like chill, laid back. He'll like play around with you, and every now and then he'll be like, rah, like he'll get like a big old boost. But he's like I said, I feel that Aaron Glenn was the right choice for the Jets because I was like, one, you got to go through an actual rebuild. Two, he has been through an actual rebuild with the Lions. And so if you get the right guys with him and you get him his guys, I think he could probably work. Malachi Moore is like one of the guys I think that's for him. And I'm so glad he went to the Jets. I love Malachi Moore. Both Luke and I both love him. Luke, obviously being an Alabama fan, loves him even more because played for Alabama. But Malachi Moore, absolute Swiss Army knife, especially in the in the back end, especially with like safety position. I really like him. I want him to do well. Um, and so far he has as a rookie. He's been pretty sticking good for a fourth round pick. But yeah, I like if in my mind, if the Jets are not good by 2027, I don't know what else you could possibly do. Like you've got a good mold out, so you got a good mold. All you gotta do is hit on your first round picks, which is obviously easier said than done. But if you do, and especially if you get a quarterback, if you can just get the right quarterback, it'll make all the difference in the world. The Jets can finally get the right quarterback because I think yes, look at Sam Darnold. Well, Sam Darnold was here. Yes, he was. And who was the head coach? And who did he have? That's part of it. Going to be a kicker, and that's going to be at the 10, 15, 20, 25, out of bounds at about the 27-ish yard line. That's where the Patriots going to show. Right now, kind of showing Will Campbell against Will McDonald. Like I said, Will McDonald has gotten one pressure. What are you talking about? To the holding penalty, he's got a pressure outside of that. So first down 10. I formation from the 28-yard line. Going to send Matt Collins in motion up to the left. Going to be a draw, and that's going to be up to the 30, up to the 35, and down to about the 39-yard line. However, there is a flag. Ernest Johnson. Oh, so he's in the Patriots. Okay. And it's going to be a holding on the offense. Wow. On a Westover. So, back him on up. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Still 21-14. But Patriots going to be first and long. Ooh. Sorry. Oh, absolutely. Buddy, why are you coming in like this? What is this kind of blocking? That's terrible. So Drake May taking a deep shot. I mean, who are you throwing to? Who are you throwing to? I'm assuming he was throwing to Kyle Williams, but it was near nobody. It was rather near nobody. Like Kyle Williams, like he came in for a hitch and he threw it like 10 yards past them. I don't know how where that happened. Anyways, second down 20, drops back a pass. Drake May is going to step in the pocket, throw on the run. It'll be caught and that's be at the original line of scrimmage. So we third down and 10 of that 10-yard gain by Hunter Henry. So about the 27, 28-yard line for a third down and about 10. 2:30 left to go in the third quarter. Still 21-14. Is Brees Hall putting on blitz sticks? I think they just showed Brees Hall putting on blitz sticks for some odd reason. Okay. So, shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Drops back a pass to bring in the pressure. And Drake May is going to throw, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be Pop Douglas. And he was not tagged down to the 40 to 45-50. Down to about the 46-yard line. 29 did not touch him down. So, great awareness by Pop Douglas. Gets up after getting a first down. And gets another 10, about 10 yards. So, first down 10 for the Patriots. Like I said, they kind of put him on the coverage. And then, yep, beats him right there. Also, great throw about Drake May kind of leading them. Yeah, that's just lazy. He didn't even try to touch him. So, Drake May under center. Ernest Johnson in the backfield. That should be delay game. Not going to be though, I guess. And Ernest Johnson gets about 2 yards, so second down 8. Great job there by Sherwood, tackle. Love our man Jamie Sherwood. He's had a really good job, done a really good job for the Jets. $50 left to go in the third quarter. Still 21-14. Drake May in shotgun formation with Johnson to his right. Now makes an empty set. Trips to the left. Trips to the right. Drake May drops back a pass and is getting pressure. Throws to the left side. That's going to be Pop Douglas. He will get about to the 41-yard line, so gain about 3 yards there. Third down at about 5. 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They could probably take this all the way down and go to the fourth quarter, if I had to guess. Yeah, because it's like 8 seconds left. They're not going to do nothing. All right, so we're going to be going to the fourth quarter, 21-14. Pretty close game. It'll be third down and 5 for the Patriots. They're looking to try to go up once again by 2 scores. They will be up by 2 scores if it wasn't for their kicker missing a 45-yard field goal, though. That's a lot of leftovers. I'm looking in that fridge. That is something about the holidays. You get a lot of leftovers. So many leftovers. Especially if you're cooking like some ham, you get a lot of leftovers of ham. You make some ham sandwiches. Ham sandwich. Woo. I like me some brown sugar on that ham. Ooh, like some brown sugar, like a little glaze on the ham. See, I like ham way more than I like turkey. Like, I mean, I've had some good turkey, but I love me some ham. I like me some ham on Thanksgiving, and then ham on Christmas is still good too, but a prime rib. Sometimes splurge a little bit on Christmas, but a prime rib on Christmas is good. A medium rare. Ooh. I just it like it's so good. It's so good. And like I said, you had the mashed potatoes. You eat the mashed potatoes. You have some left over, and you cut some of that prime rib, put it with the mashed potatoes as well. Eat it. Ooh. I'm getting hungry right now thinking about it, but I'm not hungry because, like I said, I'm very full, and I should not eat that. I should not have eaten that. I'm thinking about having some pretty daggone good food, is what I'm thinking about. Now, technically, I'm gonna be on vacation though, But I will be having good food in Charleston though, because like I said, thank so. Uh, I and like I said, I'm gonna try to stream on the Monday, which is the Panthers versus 49ers, and then I'll be able to stream that next Monday. But I'll be traveling. No, we're traveling on that Wednesday, which is gonna be. It's gonna be rough on that Wednesday. That's when most people leave traveling. But I'll be traveling on uh, what did it say? I'll be traveling that Wednesday. So nice sort of Stephon Diggs gets past 30 and up to about the 28 yard, actually probably 27-yard line. So first down 10 for the Patriots. Yeah, unless the Patriots mess up here, they're probably gonna score here. And like I said, especially if it's a touchdown, I just don't see the Jets matching it. I mean, I picked the Patriots to win, so I'm not like devastated, but like I wish it'd be closer. Gonna be a flash pass, and he's got all day throws. Gonna roll up to his right. Is going to ask for him to go down the field, and oh, just a little bit too high for number 37. However, there is a flag though. What is the flag, bro? Is it on the Jets again? Yep, it's on the Jets again. Ah, yes, dude. You can't be upset. You literally held onto his jersey, man. You can't be upset with that. How in the world are you like this when you literally had a fistful of jersey? Anyways, first down 10 to the 23-yard line. I formation. Hand the ball off to Johnson. Gets to 20 and down about the 18-yard line. So nice gain there, about 5 yards. Second down 5. 14 0 range for a play action pass. And Driver down and long for a play action pass. And Driver down and long for the Patriots. Home to a field goal. And yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it was Johnson was on Hunter Henry. That's a terrible idea. Yep, he got absolutely just cooked there. All right, so 3rd and 15 from the 28-yard line. Drops back a pass. Drake May is trying to avoid the pressure. Throws. That's going to be a check down to Trayvon Henderson. Gets like a yard. Great job there by the Jets. And that's going to be 4th down about 15. Sorry, 14. So, his name. 14. So, his name. So 44. Is he going to redeem himself? Let's see here. Are they going to make it a 2-possession game? Kick is up, and kick is good. So it will be 24-14, 12:06 left on the fourth quarter, and the Jets still technically have a chance. Unlikely chance, but still a chance no less. That would be hilarious if the Jets come back and win. Do I think it's going to happen? No. It'd be odd if it did. But it can always happen. Well, picking the Jets to win looks dumb, but not foolish at least. Exactly. I said I'm thinking last week would have been bad because they got completely dominated from beginning to pretty much end. Yeah, it was 44-22, but they got absolutely just curved. That was 44-20, 30-0. Versus I think there's other ones I'm not thinking about. But Bo, what in the world? First of all, who dances on their couch? Who puts their feet on the couch? I mean, I do that when I swing my legs over, but I'm not standing on it. I'm not staying on the couch. I ain't got a not heirloom. That's a weird word to use. Was that the halftime show? What in the world? What? Okay, so there we go. All right. So return to the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and up to about the 28-yard line. So pretty decent return there by the Jets. They were showing a Gronk spiking guitar. I guess he lost it. All right. Odd, to say the least. Hold a second. Thought I had a burp, but not really. Kind of, but not really. First down 10, 11:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. Gonna be two tight ends set to the left. Pistol formation. Gonna send Mechie in motion up to the right. It's there. Not third down. Second down and 7. This is a big one. Why are we just play at 5, 4, 3? Make that third down and 1. Great run there, about 6 yards. Third down and 1. Jets. Like I said, time is not your friend, but it is 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, down by 10. So Justin Fields, who's going to try to get the first down, and depends on the marking, it looks like he gets it. Yes, it is. It is going to be a first down for the Jets. The Patriots are basically saying he didn't get it. I think it was kind of close. He did a nice little spin move to get himself a little bit forward momentum because they bit on that hard. I mean, especially Gonzalez. But he spin back inside. It would be close. Let's see here. It's really sticking close. I don't know if you can overturn that. So 10 pressure. He's going to sidestep, throws down the field, and in because there was no one else out over there. So it's going to be second down 10, 10:01 left to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah, sidesteps Barmore. They got hit as he threw. Fields. Shotgun formation. Brees to his right. Ugh. Sorry. Going to be a screen pass, and that got absolutely blown up. Good night. So that's going to lose about 3 yards there. Third down about 13. Gibbons. That's the number 40. That's the number 51 is Jack Gibbons. So, actually, third down 12. 9:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Draws back a pass. Has got time. Got plenty of time. Throws. Okay, so. Okay, wait. Buddy. Even if you had thrown an accurate pass, it would have been like fourth down, like 5. What are we doing? Why are we checking it down like so short? Oh, it bounced off of the lineman's head. Well, but still, like, even if he had caught it, it'd still been like fourth and like 5 or 6. So punt away. All right. Well, you got 9 minutes left to go in the game, but okay. Gonna be a pretty good. Oh man, it went out of the back of the end zone. It was a pretty good punt. It like bounced like the 10, the 5, and then went out of the back. Instead of going out to the right, it continued on straight. So 9:08 left to go in the fourth quarter, and it will be at the 20 or 25. Yeah. Patriots should have this. Like I said, if they just get a couple more first downs, it'll probably be the end of it. Because the Jets are a time-consuming offense. So that's not the worst thing. The Jets, you'll continue to lose. You'll have your own pick. You'll have the Colts pick. So you could quite literally have like, well, it depends on how the Colts do in the playoffs. You could have like a top 3 pick, and then have like one that you could try to get more picks. Like if you're picking, like let's just say the Colts finish and they're like at the 23, 24th pick. That's what happens. If you're the 23 or 24 pick, you could possibly either try to get later in the first round, pick up another pick, or value, and so you have like even more value to do to try to like build up your team, build up your depth, and then you have all those picks in 2027. So could do that. That could be good. Like I said, I'm very intrigued what the Jets end up doing. Like I said, I would take QB. I would this year because you're not very certain for next year. But you never know. Maybe they have like somebody they can think of in 2027. They're like, we'll just either trade up for him or we'll just get him outright because we'll be bad. Who knows? I do think though, if you're bad next year, I don't know if Aaron Glenn keeps his job. I want him to, but I don't know if the Jets will have the patience. But if Aaron Glenn shows more improvement next year, like so, let's just say like they're like if the Jets are like 5-12 or 6-11, I feel like um, you'll have a lot more confidence with the Jets being like, okay, well, yeah, we're not good, but we're getting better, and we have a whole lot of picks in 2027 that we could possibly be a fringe playoff team. I mean, that's the hope. So from the 20-yard line, play action pass, and Drake May is going to throw across the middle, wide open, up to 40, down about the 42-yard line. Stephon Diggs having an amazing day. 8:55 we're going fourth quarter, 24-14, and the Patriots are approaching midfield. Parker, do I like Dan Mullen? I think he's doing a decent job where he's at right now, but old Dan Mullen depends on which Dan Mullen we're talking about. We're talking about Florida. We're talking about Mississippi State Dan Mullen. I'll talk about Dan Mullen in a second. From the 41-yard line, 41 and a half, Drake Runner Center, going to be a handoff to Pop Douglas. It got red immediately and lost like 5 yards. That was terrible. So now it's second down and 15. Great job there by Barron. 8:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Second down and 15. Dan Mullen at Mississippi State really, really put them in a wreck. That 2016 year where they lost to Georgia Tech, I believe, in the bowl game. Because I remember the quarterback was that guy from Prattville. What was his name? Can't think of his name, but the QB for Georgia Tech was from Prattville. I remember that. Because I lived in Prattville for a little bit. Well, when I was like very, very young. And then that 2010 season wasn't too bad. It's another good season for them too. I mean, like I said, 2014, 2016, both those were pretty good seasons for them. 2014 was the Dak Prescott year. But yeah, like I think that Dan Mullen at Mississippi State was a thing of beauty because he never got like the best talent, but he could make something out of it. Throw to Matt Collins. Oh, great pass deflection by none other than, crazy enough, Brandon Stevens. Knocked that ball out of Matt Collins' hands. So 4th and 15. Jets, you still got a shot. 7:43 left to go in this game. Somehow, some way. All right, well. But Dan Mullen at Mississippi State was really good. Then he goes to Florida. And if I remember correctly, Dobie, I mean, you're the Florida fan here. Dan Mullen, his first, like, couple of years was, like, okay, but not anything special. And then you had the 2020 season where you had Kyle Pitts, you had Kadarius Toney, you had Kyle Trask, you had a really good team that faltered near the end because they threw the shoe in the LSU game, and then lost SC championship game. So that was their bid to make the college football playoffs. They beat Texas A&M that year. Where Texas A&M ended up not making the playoffs. Like they were like ranked 5th or 6th with Kellen Mond as QB. And then he had a really bad job as far as recruiting offensive linemen, I think. I remember like the recruiting was also down for Florida when Dan Mullen was there. And that's the reason why initially, like, when Billy Napier took over for Dan Mullen, Billy Napier was able to get those recruiting classes in, and that kind of helped buy him a lot more time. And that's unfortunately why, Billy Napier had that run at the end of last year where he wins 4 or 5 games in a row. keeps his job when he probably shouldn't have, and then unfortunately you have what happened this year. I always feel like I got to poop. Not poop. I feel like I got a burp, but I'm not burping for some reason. Do I like Lee Corso? So I was not live when he was coaching. Well, actually, no. Well, no, no. I don't think I was alive when Lee. No, I have not been. I was not alive when Lee Corso was coaching, so I do not know. I know Lee Corso mainly for College Game Day, so I do not know about his coaching style. Unfortunately, I cannot help you out with that. I know that he's respected, but I don't know anything about him being a head coach. Besides people liking him, that's it. The show on Fallout, like the new season's coming out. I never played the games, but also I have so many other like I have so I can never get up on date on the new shows. All right, so Jess, what you gonna do? 7 minutes left to go. Well, 7.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. First down 10 to 15 yard line. Fields a shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Draws back a pass. Oh, fumbles a snap. Oh, that's pretty much game. Instead of just falling down on it, Fields tries to pick it up, tries to pick it up, and the Patriots kind of like bull rush, and then they just pick it up. So Patriots ball at like the 13-yard line, under 7.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and yeah, this is yep, yep. 1, 2, yeah. Hey, Anthony Jennings recovered it. Good on Anthony. Anthony Jennings from Dadeville, Alabama. Uh, yeah, man, bro, I just you had a chance. Yeah, it can't happen. I do like Brett Pry. He's a good DC. From what I've seen, he's not been a good head coach. I mean, that's why he got fired at Virginia Tech. He's good. He was a good DC at Penn State, though. Give him that credit. So there's just some people who are just better at coordinators. Handoff. Henderson gets like about 4. Second down 6. I just woke up. I fell asleep. Well, you didn't. Well, you not really missed much. It's still 24-14. 7-11 always open. Fourth quarter. Jets kind of just fumbled this game away. Not really. Like they still had to try to make something out of it, but you still had a shot. And now your shot's been dropped on the floor, and the Patriots just kind of picked it up. So second down 7 after that 3-yard gain for this 8-yard line. Drake May rolls out and is going to try to throw. So throws it away. So third and 7. 6:42 going in the fourth quarter. Like I said, even if the Patriots kick a field goal, I still have no faith that the Jets can score 2 touchdowns in like 6.5 minutes. I just don't think they can. Now 6:42 left to go in the fourth quarter, 24-14. Drake May going to be in shotgun formation with Henderson to his left. Play clock at 4, 3, draws back a pass. Drake May throws for the end zone, and it looks like it got tipped at the line. Be fourth down and 7, 6:38 left to go in the fourth quarter, and the Patriots are going to kick a field goal. Why does that name sound familiar? Justin Fuente? Why does that name sound familiar? Was he the wait? Was he the one who took over after Frank Beamer retired? Check and make sure. Guess he was like, I think he was like the DC, right? No, wait. Yes, he was. I was correct. He was the head coach after Frank Beamer retired, 15-21. So extra point, not extra point. The field goal was up, so 27-14, 6:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. So I was right. Okay. He was ACC Coach of the Year his first year, and then it kind of just like fell off after that. So I do remember that. So I was correct. I was correct. Yeah. What do I think about him? Do I like him? Not really. I see. I'm trying to remember that 2016 team in Virginia Tech. Probably the same as that year as Clemson. I don't really remember that much for his tenure, though. If I'm completely honest, but just kind of now in the kind of like in of itself, again, I can't really think of anything for him. Let's see. Was he? I think it was a part of that Virginia Tech team that it was them, and then Virginia was pretty good that year. Was that 20? So that was Bryce Tompkins. Was that Bryce Tompkins at Virginia? I think so. Or someone who was like Bryce Tompkins, like someone who's like a more of a running QB or mobile QB. Give me a touchback for the Jets. So first down 10 for the Jets. 2018-2019, Virginia was like 8-3. I think they lost Virginia Tech that year, or they won against Virginia Tech. I remember watching that game we were on vacation. We went to this place to eat. Don't remember the place to eat we went to, but they had TVs in the corners, and I want to say either it was Virginia playing Virginia Tech or Virginia playing their bowl game. Can't remember which one it was. It might have been Virginia playing their bowl game. They were like either 8-4, 9-3 that year. One of the best years that Virginia has ever had, besides what they're having right now. So, Justin Fields gonna get sacked. Gonna get sacked for about a 9-yard loss. Christian Barmore, second down and 19. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh man, I just. So, second down 19, 6:05 will go fourth quarter, still 27-14. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Justin Fields, draws back a pass. And he's actually got time, rolls and throws in the run. And it's going to be caught, and it's going to be Mason Taylor for about 11-yard gain. So it'll be third down about 9. Trey Lamb. Now that one, I do not know who Trey Lamb is. I got to check on that one. Trey Lamb? Trey Lamb. So he's Tulsa's. Okay. Oh, second. So third down 8, shotgun formation. Brees Hall to his left. Gonna send Mechie in motion over to the right. Drops back to pass. Fields will avoid the sack. Rolls out, and he's going to pick up the first down. 40 to the 45-yard line. 46. Oh, he's 36 years old. All right. So he took over. Oh, wait. No, 2024 he wasn't that. I was thinking. I saw East Tennessee State. I was like, wait, was he there when they beat Vanderbilt? Was that 2020 or 2021? No, but he's very young. He's 36 years old. All right, interesting. He was at Gardner-Webb, then Tennessee State, and then now Tulsa. Interesting. I don't know much about him, but he might be good. So incomplete pass, second down 10. 4:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. How the heck he avoided that sack and turned it into a first down is beyond me. Like, I was about to be like, oh, you got sacked again. And they just like, I guess like the push of the sack, he was just like, let me just run. And like he just like, I'm going to go backwards and then to go forwards. But, I mean, he, like I said, we talked about it. He's got speed. Like, he's definitely got speed, but that's about all he's got. From the 45-yard line, second down 10, looking kind of bleak. Drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be, oh, caught that, okay. Clock still continues to run for Ruckett. Got about 4 yards in play. Third down 6. Thank Prime Insights. Hey, if they score by 325, one predicted drive remaining. So they got to do it. Got three timeouts. All right, well, good. Parker, do I like Brett Venables? I'll talk about him in a second. So, third down 6 from the 49-yard line. 4:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. Drops back a pass. Getting some pressure. Throws, and it's going to be caught. That's going to be John Mechie. Got absolutely destroyed by Woodson, but great catch there by John Mechie. Gets the first down. 3:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to run. Brett Venables, I think, is a much better DC than he is a head coach, but I think he's still a decent head coach. First down 10. Throws across the middle, and great pass breakup. So we have second down 10, 3:30 left to go in the fourth. Like I said, obviously he was DC for those Oklahoma teams and also for Clemson. I say he's won a lot of national championships that way. As far as being head coach for Oklahoma, he's done a decent job. Especially like I said, I think this year like one of the hardest schedules that they've had, and like still had a pretty decent season. In my mind, I think he still made some odd decisions though. Justin Fields drops back a pass, roll, just step in the pocket. He's going to scramble up to 35-30, up to 25, and out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Once again, gets a first down with his legs because he found a little wiggle room and ran out of the field. 3:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. But like I said, I don't hate him. I don't love him. I like him. I think he's decent. I don't know his potential as far as like how far he can take a team, but I know he's an amazing defensive mind. And like I said, it shows especially how Oklahoma's defense has been this year. Especially that defensive line. Woof. Goodness gracious. So, first down 10 to the 21-yard line. Shotgun formation with Davis to his left. Drops by the pass and throws to the end zone and behind. Gonzalez is the one that's on the coverage, but it was behind Mitchell. There's no way for him to catch that ball. It's just a bad throw, man. Like, it's happened so many times. Like, I get, like, maybe trying to do a back shoulder, but, like, it's not a really great pass. It's not. Second down 10. 3:15 left to go in the fourth. Down by 13. Drops by the pass. And Fields, check it down. It's going to be up to the 15 and pushing forward to about the 13-yard line is Ruckett. Going to be third down about 3. 3:05 to go in the fourth quarter. They got to hurry up. Bro, hurry up, man. 2:52. Come on. That's like, Liz like, come on, hurry your butt up. That'll take a way too daggum long. Oh my gosh, taking way too daggum long on this drive. Fields the shotgun formation, run back to his left, draws back the pass, and is going to try to avoid this. He's going to get sacked. Sacked back at the 15-yard line, loss of 2 yards. Clock will continue to run, fourth down. Jets. Just done. Fourth and 4, 2:05, 2:02. Drops back a pass before a 2-minute warning. Throws, and he's going to get the first. Oh, he dropped it. Game over. Try to get to Ruckett. He drops it. 1:57 to go in the fourth quarter. I mean, the Jets have all 3 timeouts, but it doesn't really matter. Josh Heupel. Ooh. Okay. Here's what I'll say about Josh Heupel. I do think that he'll probably be in that 8, 9, 10 range as far as like wins. I think he's unfortunately always going to lose to Georgia. and they'll probably lose to another team, especially like I said how these schedule will go. With Vanderbilt getting better, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how that goes with Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Um, but I'll be very surprised if any that Tennessee decides, okay, we're gonna get rid of Josh Heupel. Like how bad Tennessee had been before Heupel had gotten there. Anyone's a Tennessee fan who has been a Tennessee fan for quite some time is quite happy with Josh Heupel because yes, this season you're probably going to end the season either 9-3 or 8-4. Sure, disappointment. But the fact that you started off the season without your starter QB because he transferred out in the spring, and you were already thinking about this is going to be a little bit of a transitionary year, and you were in the college football playoff, discussion late in the season. I think you're still doing well. Like I think you're still doing well. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of his offensive scheme. I think that's the reason why I was not a big fan of Hyatt because Hyatt just had like he literally just he was all fast. He's just open. I was like, yeah, because Cedric Tillman is doing all the work for him. Like Cedric Tillman would be taking all like literally the way they would have it all the time. Them stacked up like this. Okay, Cedric Tillman, then it'll be Hyatt. Cedric Tillman was much better suited to be an NFL wide receiver because he actually had to do a lot of the work, like focusing on press man, all kinds of trying to get off press man. Hyatt, oh, I'm just behind Cedric Tillman. Okay, I'm just gonna whoop, or I'm gonna whoop, or I'm just gonna run. Like I said, I don't have to have anybody on me and just use my speed. And so like I could not get behind the Hyatt hype. I understood people were talking about how fast he was and that kind of stuff. I'm like, no. Like he has not shown me that he can actually do stuff that's supposed to be doing in the NFL, which is you're gonna have press man. You're gonna have to get off of it. Can you release? Can you get off of it? No. Dang, bad game to try and get cute with it. Yep. Well, Josh Heupel, coach Virginia Tech. No. Nope. No reason for him to leave Tennessee. Also, if there's a job he's leaving, it'll be for like Oklahoma or something like that. Hands on Henderson. Henderson gets about 3 yards in the carry. Second down and 7. Time is called by the Jets. Last just effort. Like I said, if the Patriots get a first down, then we'll be out of this pretty decent Thursday night football game. It's still wild that Mike Vrabel got fired by the Titans. Second down 6. I formation. Henderson in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Henderson, who's going to try the middle of the field. Gets about 3 yards in the carry. Third down and 3 for the Patriots. Time is called once again. 1:49 to go fourth. Do I like Gary Pinkel? Now that is a blast from the past from Missouri. Yes, I do. I think he obviously is your best coach in Missouri football because I know you're a Missouri football fan. Um, I mean, Missouri makes it to comes to the SEC and then makes it to the SEC championship game and the second and third year of being in the SEC because 2012 was their first year. Then 2013 they made it to the SEC championship game. They were number 5, lost number 3 Auburn. And in 2014, I believe, y'all lost to Alabama. And like I said, y'all still made it pretty decent games. So that was Gary Pinkel, first introduction into the SEC. And speaking of, I don't know why I said speaking of, but Henderson does get the first down, gains 4 yards, and it'll be game over. But yeah, so Gary Pinkel, like I said, had that 2007 season where everything was in front of you. Unfortunately, you lost, and you didn't have a chance to go in the national title game. But overall, really good head coach. I'm trying to remember when he retired. When did Garrett Pinkle retire? Did he retire in 2016 or 2017? I want to say he was there for Drew Lock. Was Garrett Pinkle there for Drew Lock? I know he was there for Matty Mock because it was not John Franklin. Was it what Franklin? What's his first name? Franklin was a QB that 2013 season, and then after him was Matty Mock, who set records, and then it was Drew Lock that set records. And I want to say Drew graduated in 2018, and so I think that was Garrett Pinkle's last year. I know Garrett Pinkle had Matty Mock, but I'm trying to remember if he had Drew Lock. I think he did, or I think he had it for one season. But Garrett Pinkle, pretty good head coach. I'll give it that. Dang, Jets win streak ends about 3 weeks late. There you go. I do like Eli Drinkwitz. Yes, I do. I like Eli Drinkwitz there, Parker. By the way, 27-14 is your final score. Jets on an 8-game win streak. Is it 8 or 9 win game streak? I can't remember. Yes, 8-game win streak. But yeah, Eli Drinkwitz, I like his moxie. The fact that he's been able to get Missouri to be a consistent kind of team. Obviously, I think you're probably not going to be able to get your. You might be able to. Well, maybe you can get your 10 wins. I don't know if you can or not, but maybe you can get your 10 wins this season, kind of continue on that streak. But be a consistent team. You've been a good defensive team this year too. I mean, outside of you got absolutely obliterated by Texas A&M, but still, I really like your oh gosh, I really like your team. Ugh. That's just Fallout, but what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. But like I said, I like Eli Drinkwitz. I think if it's not the Florida job, I think he stays. If not the Florida job, I think he stays. Jets season ended last season. Tree was right. Yeah. I mean, it's been fun. Like I said, you're not really expecting that much for this season, but you're kind of hoping that when they got Justin Fields, you're like, well, it's just like kind of like a bridge for the time being, and then let's see what happens. Let's see if maybe possibly um, the Jets can actually rebuild this. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that the Jets can be able to rebuild. I'm hoping that they make good decisions, especially next year in 2027. And so that's gonna be the real kicker. And you got all those first round picks. You got I think they have 2 second round picks this year, but you need to hit on those first round picks. You need to hit on those picks, and you can. Good job. Is that Justin Thoreau? What? I'm watching this trailer for Fallout with knowing nothing at all about Fallout. So I have no idea why there's a woman in a bride, dressed like a bride. I don't know what is going on. All right, whatever. All right. I suppose this was the best case since the wins were between the bye week. Vibes felt high for 3 weeks while not hurting the tank. True. Goodness. Is Lane Kiffin going to coach Florida Gators football? Lane. So initially, I thought it was a sure deal, and I still think it's a high possibility. However, I will say this. Ooh. Ole Miss is doing everything in their power to keep Lane Kiffin there. If he can, if Lane can stay, then I think Ole Miss has a possibility of bringing themselves to relevancy. Because right now they've been that team that's been like, every now and then, like, so they'll bring so they normally are, which is like every now and then they have a decent season, or they fall back to kind of you and Mississippi State are fighting for 7-5, 8-4. So um, the more that it goes on, I wonder if Lane is thinking that this is his best chance to do something in the college football playoff at Ole Miss, or does he think this is the beginning of the start of something beautiful where he can be who he wants to be. He has all the support from the boosters, and he doesn't have any major competition inside the state. Like, as much as I like Mississippi State. I do. I don't think he's ever. I don't think he's going to have as much competition because, like I said, Mississippi State doesn't have the backing that Ole Miss does. Well, financial backing. I'll say that financial backing. Fan support saw through the roof. Um, in my mind, actually, here's my perfect scenario. My perfect scenario is this, okay? Because it also helps you out, Parker. Lane stays at Ole Miss. Eli Drinkwitz goes to Florida. And who replaced Eli Drinkwitz? Ryan Silverfield from Memphis. Because I think Ryan Silverfield is a good head coach from what I've seen from Memphis. Two, he knows the area of Memphis, and that is also a big recruiting ground for Missouri. Thirdly, it's another young head coach that you're able to get that as an offensive guru, just like Eli was, or Eli is, and I think that he'll get you'll get his chance in Missouri and continue on what you have right now. In my mind, that's my mind. If Lane Kiffin stays. All right. Great stream, Ryan. Good night, y'all. Have a good week. Yes, like I said, I'm about to go as well because I got class tomorrow. Well, I got to teach tomorrow. Not class, but teach tomorrow. So, thanks so much for joining. As always, y'all are the absolute best. I will see y'all on Saturday, potentially, because I'll be streaming those two games on Saturday. And then I will see y'all on Monday to stream the Monday Night Football game. Hope that Eli Drinkwitz stays in Missouri football. I hope he does too, but I know if that Florida job is open, there's more likely he might be gone. So, I'll see y'all.